everyone, this is Sai Babu, Chemistry faculty from Knowledge Hub by Sri Chaitanya. Let's discuss a concept hybridization from chemistry and let's solve some previous year questions on the same topic. Let's see one question. If you see the question, there are two lists. One contains a species and other contains hybrid orbitals, and they provided 4 molecules and we need to identify which option is suitable for this. In order to solve this question, we need to know about the hybridization first. Let's see what is hybridization and how to calculate steric number for a given molecule. If you see steric number, the formula is half of V plus M. There are different formulas like half of V plus M minus C and half of V plus M plus A as well. What are these V, M, C and A? V is nothing but valence shell electrons of central atom. M is nothing but monovalent atoms like hydrogen or halogen. Here all the halogens we can consider fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. C is charge of cation and A is charge of anion. If you know the steric number, then what is the hybridized orbital and what is the geometry for given molecule we can identify. When steric number is 2, the hybridization is sp and the geometry for the molecule is going to be linear. Similarly, if it is 3, sp2 trigonal planar, 4 sp3 tetrahedral, 5 sp3d trigonal bipyramidal, 6 sp3d2 square bipyramidal. Other name for square bipyramidal is going to be octahedral. Finally, 7 indicates sp3d3 hybridized orbital and pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. If you see, by taking very simple basic example, we can identify the steric number. Let's consider CH4. The steric number is going to be half of V plus M as it is neutral molecule. So central atom is carbon. How many valence shell electrons? 4. How many monovalent atoms? 4 hydrogens. So 4 is the steric number, indicates carbon is having sp3 hybridization. And this is how the geometry looks. It is tetrahedral. So we need to keep all 4 positions with the 4 hydrogens. Similarly, if we consider NH3, which is ammonia, we can predict the steric number for the same, and which is going to be half of 5 plus 3. 5 is the valence shell electrons of nitrogen and there are 3 hydrogen. So it is going to be again 4, which indicates sp3 hybridization for ammonia as well. That means nitrogen is having again same tetrahedral geometry, but there are only 3 hydrogens. If you see 3 hydrogens we can keep in this way, and the other position is going to be what? That is going to be a lone pair of electron. Similar to CH4 and ammonia, we can go for even water molecule in which oxygen is having same geometry and there are only 2 hydrogens and other 2 positions are going to be 2 lone pairs. Let's consider one more example, which is a PCl5. Again, this is a neutral molecule. For this I can go for steric number. And steric number is going to be half of 5 plus 5. 5 valence shell electrons and 5 monovalent chlorine atoms. So total going to be how much? 5 indicates sp3 dehybridized orbitals. This is how the geometry of PCl5. And there are total 5 positions in which axial as well as equatorial positions are present. Now we need to keep axial positions first with chlorines followed by equatorial. These are the 2 positions of axial and 3 positions of equatorial. Similarly, let's consider SF4 molecule in which sulfur is having same geometry, trigonal bipyramidal with steric number. But how many fluorines? Only 4. Keep 2 fluorines at the axial, 2 more fluorines at the equatorial. What about the other available position? That is going to be lone pair again. Similar to this, we can go for ClF3 molecule. Again, chlorine is having same trigonal bipyramidal geometry as the steric number is same. But how many fluorines here? There are only 3 fluorines. We need to keep first 2 fluorines at axial and other fluorine is going to be at equatorial. And remaining 2 positions are what? Those are lone pair of electrons. Finally, we can go for xenon difluoride. In which again xenon is having same trigonal bipyramidal geometry only. But how many fluorines fluorines, only 2. We need to keep fluorines at the axial position. And other 3 positions are going to be 3 lone pair of electrons. In this way, if you know steric number, we can go for geometry and then we can fill all the atoms. Let's see our question now. And in the question, the list if you see, the very first question, SF4, IF5, NO2 plus and NH5 plus are given. First thing we need to do is, we need to predict a steric number. And the steric number for SF4 already we calculated. And for this, the hybridization is going to be sp3d. IF5 you calculate by taking iodine as central atom. And that is going to be sp3d2. NO2 plus there is no monovalent, but oxygen is divalent. No need to consider. If you calculate, you are going to get to a steric number. Indicates sp hybridization. Finally, NH4 plus, which is cation again. Use the cation formula and predict a steric number. You are going to get 4, which represents sp3 as the hybridization. So out of 4, the fourth option is going to be correct for this question. Similar to this, there is one more question on BSc-PR theory, which is relevant to hybridization and their structures. If you see the question, there are some examples directly with the shape of the molecule. Always shape is determined with the steric number and lone pair of electrons. If you see T-shaped molecule, which is ClF3, trigonal planar molecule is BF3, square planar is xenon tetrafluoride, and seesaw is SF4. If you calculate steric number, you can easily get these all geometries. I hope this is helpful to you. So thanks for watching. We will meet again in the next video.